We're flying home for the holidays.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for that. Christmas Eve back in Nashville.
Mm-hmm. We just decorated the tree in the apartment.
Heck yeah, Douglas fir.
Douglas fir, yes.
Just hung up all the lights and ornaments today?
Mm-hmm. When we went to get it, we were in the middle of the checkout line, and I went to go pay for the Christmas tree, and they asked me if I wanted cash back.
Yeah. Outside of Home Depot.
Outside of Home Depot.
In a little shed outside of Home Depot.
With like an outside guy doing like the outside Home Depot job.
Are you going to want cash back with this? No.
Who gets cash back in the Christmas tree line, man?
No, I don't need cash back. Would you like a receipt? I don't need that either.
For my Christmas tree? Like, am I going to return it, dude?
Yeah. Like, it's good for 30 days if you...
Yeah.
Christmas is over in 30 days.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Receipt.
Who keeps the receipt and then drives their truck back down to Home Depot and it's like, I'd like to return my tree?
Yeah, it's all brown and shitty.
It's unwatered.
It's all limp.
Yeah.
Cause,
Could I please have the cash that I paid for this back?
I'd like to return this. It didn't keep as well as I thought. Receipts. I know. I keep no receipts.
Yeah, none, dude.
I don't understand receipts. Hey, would you like a receipt at the Taco Bell?
In case I have extra diarrhea, like what?
What am I going to return the diarrhea?
Yeah.
Am I going to bring my diarrhea in a Taco Bell bag and be like, hey, this didn't agree with me very well. Here's the receipt.
You hand it across the counter and they're like, the receipt checks out. Here's your $7, sir.
As you can see, the bits of lettuce is still in there, so I did. It is part of the Taco Bell. Receipts. I don't understand receipts.
Speaking of scamming, you did get like money stolen from you once, didn't you?
Oh yeah. A bunch of times. I think we brought this up before. I got recently I got all my money stolen out of my bank. I only check my bank every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
My online banking account, And this was maybe last year. Like I checked it and I had like $20 in my account.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh shit, holy shit.
That's not enough money to do life.
No, I can't do anything with $20.
No.
But yeah, I had to switch banks. I stopped going to that bank. Fuck that bank. They fucked me over too many times. That happened too many times at that bank to where I was like, I'm done using that bank.
What bank did you switch to?
Well, I won't say. But
obviously, but you switched to another bank.
I did switch banks. And harder than I thought it'd be, by the way. Like I wanted to switch banks. So I went into my bank and I was like, hey, I'd like to stop giving you all my money. And they were like, oh, darn it, please. Come on, please.
They went, bah humbug, darn it.
Please keep giving us your money. And I was like, yeah, I'm switching banks. And what they did was they wrote me a cashier's check for like all my money on it. And they gave it to me and they were like, okay, drive this to your new bank. And I went, I thought you guys were going to take care of this. What do you mean me drive it to the... Hold on, me? Me in a Ford Ranger? Not the... What about the armored cars?
The Brinks truck.
Yeah. You guys have Brinks trucks. What are you talking about me in my unarmored Ford Ranger? Me drive it to the new bank.
There's zero armor on that truck. There's nothing, dude.
No, I don't have the weapon on me. I'm not strapped. They're like, yeah, you have to take it to the new bank. And I like pushed back on it. I was like, you're the bank. You deal with the money. You guys deal with this. And they were like, we don't deal with this. So, yeah, then I just had a piece of paper with all my life on it that if I lost, I was ruined.
Like if some dude mugged you, like you never been mugged, but like that certain day, of course you would get fucking mugged.
That was the safest
by criminals.
That was the safest I ever drove that day. 10 and 2. I buckled the check in, actually. I buckled the fucking cashier's check into the passenger seat. I was like, you good? Locked the doors. 10 and 2. Drove to the new bank. Walked in with no, I was expecting like the guys with the suitcases handcuffed to them. And they walk in with, bulletproof vests.
But it's just you with a piece of paper.
And just me with a piece of paper. And I was like, here you go. Here is my life. If I lost it, I'm ruined. To the new bank. And then I guess, I don't know what they did. They just put it in the safe in the back. I don't know how banks work.
You know what they really did?
What's that?
They went to the back and they just went, type.
Yeah, it's all numbers.
It's all numbers.
That's what's weird. The check meant nothing.
No, it was nothing.
It was just the numbers on the check meant something.
They sent your check through the paper shredder. And they just went clickety click click click, new numbers added to the system.
I remember when I found out like banks don't have like your money in it.
When was this?
Like high school. Like when I got my first job, I think. Like I started making like decent money, like okay money for a high schooler. And I was just like, oh, they don't have like your money. Like you give them your money, which isn't even yours. It's someone else's that they gave you and you have it. You give it to them and they only have like some money, but it's not yours.
No, it's not.
So that's when I was like, that's when I started keeping cash. When I was like, because then I thought back to like the bank runs. What was it called? Bank runs?
Yeah, back in the Great Depression, there were bank runs. Everybody panicked and like wanted all their money out of the bank, and they were like, "We don't have it." And everyone was like,
everybody flooded the banks.
They started building like guillotines, and we're like, "Let's fucking kill these fucking guys." Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that could happen anytime." Where
tomorrow, even
right now, who knows? And I was like, if I run to the bank and I'm like, "Hey, I've been giving you guys my money for years now. Give me it." They're like, "We don't have it." Where is it? Who knows? So that's when I started keeping cash. I started hollowing out books. Stuffing cash in hollowed out books. I made a go bag. You know about the go bags.
Yeah.
We made...
Andrew Cassidy does not know about the go bag.
He does not.
He also wasn't clue about the go bag.
He also wasn't a big fan of the go bags. Watch last week's episode with Andrew Cassidy. He was shocked to find out that we had go bags, and with cash and weapons in them. I started hiding cash in places.
There are several hollowed out books in this apartment.
Oh yeah, and then like also little hidey holes with.
Let's not get too into detail here.
I won't even talk about those. There's cash all over this goddamn apartment. You check my bank account, you're like, oh, you're okay. It's like, you don't even know how much money I have that the government doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Hidden.
That's the best money too. Is the money that the government doesn't know about.
Yeah,
because that's just yours, dude.
It's all mine. No one knows about it.
No, you can do whatever you want with it.
Just because, like, dude, a Great Depression could happen fucking tomorrow.
Yeah. And
you're not prepared.
Well, you can't really prepare for like a Great Depression. That kind of stuff is just like. It just happens, and then you deal with the consequences.
And then there's people who are like, what are those people called who are prepared for apocalypses?
Doomsday preppers.
That's right. I'm not that crazy.
Yeah.
I don't have fucking beans and rice in a fucking set of lockers, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have like gallons of water stored. All I know is I have an irresponsible amount of cash that someone might say, hey, maybe put that in a bank.